Welcome to my new series of videos where I will be looking for the best video game film or TV adaptation, with the hope that I can tell from being a gamer since the late 90s if a movie is a good video game movie or not. I wanted to start this series with Tetris, but I thought I should do the series in order of the biggest to the smallest video game franchises at first, and maybe even mix in non-franchise specific movies and series like Wreck-It Ralph and Ready Player One, or even Tron. But we'll get to those at a later stage. So of course, the first film I will be watching is the recent Super Mario movie. I remembered something while making this. As a kid, there was a video rental store near my house, and I remembered renting a creepy movie on a videotape called Super Mario Bros. From the 90s. And not only that, I also recently discovered the Super Mario anime. I'll be doing videos on those next to see where they fall on the best video game movie ranking and how they compete with this movie. I have to be honest, I've never been a big Nintendo fan. Now before you hate me, it's because here in South Africa, Nintendo was never as big as the PlayStation. But I have been getting deeper into Nintendo recently with the hopes of finding my next favorite game, seeing as PlayStation just makes movies inside of game engines now. In preparation for this movie, I've been playing some of the 3D Super Mario mainline games, mainly Mario 64, Sunshine, with a bit of Donkey Kong Country, Super Princess Peach, which I surprisingly like, and Mario Kart 8 on the side. I actually forgot about Smash Bros, so shame on me for that. I thought I should start with earlier games for this movie, seeing as the next movie will be called Galaxy. I have seen and played the original Super Mario enough times to skip it. I also took a quick look at Super Mario 2 and 3, World and 3D Land and 3D World, which I also, to my surprise, like a lot. I'm not the biggest side-scroller guy, but I do like a good 3D platformer. Going back to these games is more about the characters than the stories, because the movie is its own separate origin story for Mario. Anyway, let's start with the 2023 movie and see how high I feel it should rank.
Characters.
The first thing the movie does, of course, is that comical attempt at a battle scene between Bowser and the penguins. It's the setup of the antagonist's plot and Bowser's character introduction, who is shown as this unserious, big, powerful villain that likes to blow stuff up. He is pretty competent at what he does, contrasting what is shown when we are introduced to Mario and Luigi. Luigi is timid and Mario is small, and they're both quite incompetent even in their own world, shown by the van scene and the dog scene, and later in the other world. Making the Mario accent from the games be a fake thing for a commercial which transitions into a more normal speaking voice Mario uses makes sense. He is supposed to be the main hero in the movie with lots of speech. The guy with the beard that judges the Mario Brothers is an Easter egg from the 1985 Wrecking Crew game, but he does more than that. He serves as a little antagonist to show some early character development roots of the Super Mario Bros. I think Luigi being the timid scaredy cat we see him as in Luigi's Mansion is fine. They also show that Mario is brave and will stand up for people. That's great. Mario follows the same type of character arc I like, which is one of competence. He starts out as all of us gamers do when we start a new game. We suck and then we get better. I don't know how accurate Princess Peach's personality is to what we know of in the games, but from what I gather, she's more cutesy and pretty emotionally unstable like most privileged white women. She comes across as your typical modern girlboss Mary Sue with the whole I did it right away thing after the training montage part, and making fun of Mario, first by calling him little, which would be seen as discrimination in an alternate world, not in ours though. It's fine to laugh at short white men, right? Right? She calls Mario unimportant as well, but never really belittles or insults him after that, so it's fine. Even though Mario is a bit of a beta male sidekick who's being dragged along on the princess's journey, while Luigi is the damsel in distress. She does put a lot of faith into some random human she just met, which is a positive part of her personality, I guess. Anyway, does anyone else feel it's weird that a short fat plumber with a mustache is the biggest children's video game character of all time, and that the goal is to try and make him as cute as possible? Most of the characters range from okay to fun. I like the Kongs, especially the dinner jacket guy. I want to be him in an alternate universe. They didn't show a lot of Diddy Kong, which is weird seeing as he and Donkey usually go hand in hand like Luigi and Mario. but maybe there isn't enough screen time to share between all of the established game characters.
Story.
It's not the deepest of stories. Just like the original Super Mario and Mario 64, basically there's a bad guy trying to take over the world by getting a magical gold star that he never uses. Like a typical Japanese isekai anime, the hero Mario comes from another universe to stop the evil warlord by following a character arc of incompetence to mastery of this world. It's a typical hero's journey complete with Pinocchio style stuck in a monster's stomach moment mixed with video game elements, like fighting some kind of boss battle halfway through and at the end of every act of the story. The dog, the obstacle course, Donkey Kong, Blue Shell Turtle Guy, the bullet, and then Bowser. The movie is packed with nods to the games like the green pipes, platforming, fighting Donkey Kong on a stage that looks like the original Donkey Kong game with inspirations from Smash Bros, and the build your card thing taken from Mario Kart 8. At the end of the movie, Mario gets a star that unlocks something just like in Mario 64 or Galaxy, and then he beats the final boss. All very video gamey stuff. I think a video game based on the movie could be fun, like a Super Mario game based on the movie based on the games, and not only that, I think the van from the start of the movie should be drivable in a Mario game. The story is not without problems, of course, like how are they feeding the prisoners if they are hanging above a lava pit? Wouldn't a lava pit slowly roast all of the prisoners? And the mental blue star, wouldn't he be on the side of Bowser? Why did they lock him up? If the Mushroom Kingdom has guards, why didn't they help in the battles? The story doesn't have major plot holes. I'm kind of just nitpicking, but there is more. The world building is a bit shallow, especially with the pipe portal situation at the end of the movie. When the huge bullet explodes before the final battle, it takes half of the Mushroom Kingdom to Earth, splashing it down on Earth. It probably kills a ton of people when a whole castle just appears in the middle of a city. They try to show it falling on a construction site, but come on, the thing is the size of a neighborhood. And how did they go back to the Mushroom Kingdom when the pipe on that side has blown up? And why didn't it blow up on the Earth side as well? At the end of the Bowser battle, the humans are chanting because they beat Bowser, but no one knows that it's actually Mario's fault for destroying half of the neighborhood, and the humans don't know what's going on. Maybe Bowser was the good guy. It's fine. It's fine.
Ranking.
It's a pretty vanilla movie, but in a good way. It reminds me of every mid-2000s animation movie I loved watching as a kid, just with a Super Mario coating, Easter eggs and member berries. I'll rank this as a video game movie, not as a greatest of all time cinema experience, but as a video game movie. And with knowing what other video game movies are like, I'll say it's an A tier video game movie.